What is up, ladies and gentlemen? And this is Jake from Citizen JV, and today I want to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows precisely here because, I am very conflicted with this game, to be quite honest, and I like this game, but then I don't. I like this game, but then I don't. And I'm going to explain this as much as I can here. And the reason for feeling this way is because it's the stagnation of the RPG elements and mechanics in this game. While this game does a really good, impressive job of its seasonal aspects and the concept of it, of being or playing as Naoe as the stealth character, the shinobi, I might add as well, is that it makes the whole entire dilemma or the entire crux of what they wanted to do with the seasonal thing. And I think that's where this game really shines the utmost in its own unique way, because it gives you different ways or ideas of how you want to basically infiltrate a certain area part of the game when it comes to doing an assassination attempt or vice versa. And I actually really do like that concept. But now, it's the RPG mechanics in this game and the elements that really gets me the most. It really, really sticks in my craw. And the reason for this is because I'm so used to, playing the older school of the Assassin's Creed games from 2007, I would say all the way through Black Flag, and I absolutely fucking love those games. I think those games were so good of their time, and they still are today in 2025. I actually still go back and replay them. But we are talking about Shadows, and what I truly feel about this game so far, other than, role-playing mechanics and its systems and elements and vice versa, because I will say, playing through Origins and playing through Odyssey and playing through Valhalla, I'm finally feeling the stagnation of the role-playing elements and mechanics in this game, specifically for Shadows, because I'm going to tell you, it's definitely real. It really, really is, because I did like the grinding a little bit more in Origins than from Odyssey and Valhalla, because I felt like it was tedious, but not as tedious as it was in Odyssey and Valhalla, because in both games of those two, they were really, really simply atrocious when it came to that. I felt like that when it came to Origins, though, it was so much better. It was the world of Origins is what captivated me the most. I do like ancient mythology of Greece or the Norse mythology of the Viking in Valhalla. It's amazing. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love these types of settings in these games. But I think when it came to Origins, there was just something about the game that just really struck me as a total chord and impact of what that game was able to give me and provide to me as a fan of this series as a whole. Okay? And I think that's where it came to be as an Assassin's Creed fan and playing through Shadows for 22 hours, I would say, like I said, I'm impressed. I'm enjoying myself, but I don't think that this game is amazing. I really don't. And that's coming from an Assassin's Creed fan. And I will say that I still hold my opinions true to this. I really, really do. And so, am I afraid, or am I going to get extremely mad or whatever if people give me negative comments? So you think that this game sucks? It's like, that's not what I said, okay? That is not what I said. I said that this game is impressive. I don't think it's amazing. And I explained the reason why for this is because of the role-playing mechanics and the systems that this game provides. And I know that they were saying, well, Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to have the RPG mechanics elements in this game. But here's the thing. I did know that back in the time when this game was in full production. Okay, I did know that. But here's the thing, though. I did not expect it to be this grindy. I didn't. It's just as grindy as it was in Valhalla and Odyssey and Origins combined. It is. And the role playing, and so so this is what I'm going to talk about here now, is that, like I said, the stagnation sets in and it's totally 100% real. And I really hope that if they're going to make another Assassin's Creed game, which I know that they are, like Assassin's Creed Hexe, I am praying to my own self that they do not incorporate or implement any type of role playing in that game, none whatsoever. Okay, this is the true. This is how I truly feel about this, because the role playing elements and mechanics in Shadows, Odyssey, Origins, or Valhalla, it needs to go. It needs to go. Okay, I'm not sorry to say this either. I'm not, because I think it just goes to show you that I really think that this is where the Assassin's Creed games, from Origins to Odyssey into Valhalla, and then next into Shadows, obviously, I'm just like, there was a point at some point in my life to when I was playing through these games, especially the RPG series, is just like, I'm done. Because it's for me, it's absolutely apparent that this game, Shadows, like I said, it's really good. It's good. It's impressive to my own perspective and to my own perspective or perception of it. Okay. But again, I don't think it's amazing. I don't. While the game is beautiful, it is. But I had to say this, though, too. This is going to be a hot take, and not a lot of people are going to like this. Ghost of Tsushima is so much better. Okay? And while you do not have a hidden blade in that game, you still felt like an assassin, basically, because you were a ghost in that game, right? And so I felt like I did not feel like that in Assassin's Creed Shadows for the 22 hours in this game playing as Naoe. While Naoe does feel like an assassin because she does have that hidden blade. But in a certain way, for me, though, with the role-playing mechanics and elements in this game does not feel like an Assassin's Creed game. It doesn't. And I know, like I said, people are not going to like this hot take. People are going to give me negative comments, and I'm ready for it. I don't care. And so, I just don't like the fact that why they need to go into the role-playing route, or like the mechanics and the systems and the elements, or vice versa. And I'm just like, you know what? That's why I'm playing Shadows in spurts, basically, because I'm just like, you know what, I don't want to get overwhelmed. And there was a time when I was playing this game for more than an hour or two, at least, at most, maybe even more, and I'm just like, dude, I can't do this, because it's just like I said again, I need to play this game in spurts. I need to play it in increments of time, because I'm just like, you know what, otherwise I'm going to get overwhelmed. And like I said again, I got overwhelmed at some point in this game, and I'm just like, I can't do this. So that's why I'm just like, you know what? I want to make a video on this and tell you how I truly feel about this game right now. While it might change during the course of playing this game throughout of its entirety from beginning to end, but again, I'm hoping that it will win me over at some point. But right now, it's not winning me over. It's not. I do like Naoe quite a bit, actually, not just because she's the assassin shinobi type of play style or whatnot, but I do like Yasuke. I think this game is not woke. A lot of people are saying that it is, and it's not. I just don't understand why this game is getting so much controversy, but that's not for me to decide of what I truly think what a game is or what it should be, because I think, coming from an Assassin's Creed fan from the original, I'm just like, I'm kind of I won't say hurt, but I'm very different or indifferent when it comes to future Assassin's Creed. And I just really hope that when Assassin's Creed Hexe comes out, I don't know. It's all the more reason why I'm skeptical now, is because it's not because of Shadows, it's just the overall IP itself. And it's the overall, basically, the RPG games that we've had in the past few years, from Valhalla, Odyssey, and Origins. And like I said, Origins was my all-time favorite of the RPG series. It really is, even to this day, even though I'm still playing through Shadows and spurts. But then again, I'm just like I said again, I just don't know how I feel about this game right now, other than having 22 hours in this game. And so I will say this is a little bit of impressions and a little bit of talk about the RPG elements and mechanics in this game, because it's more on the lines about the RPG stuff in this game, rather than just like, the dual protagonist system or anything else, because I have no problems with dual protagonists. I don't. They went with the Syndicate route in this game, which I don't mind. It's okay, but again, I really think that if they really just completely eliminate or either tone down the RPG mechanics, elements, and systems of it, and go back to the single protagonist, I think it would work so much better. I'm not saying that Naoe is capable of being an amazing assassin. I'm not saying that Yasuke is not capable of being that African-American samurai in feudal Japan, under Oda Nobunaga's protege, as it were. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I really want to like this game, other than putting 22 hours in. I do. But again, like I said, one more time, I have to play this game in spurts, because otherwise I'm just going to get burnt down on it. I'm going to say, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not going to play this game anymore. And like I said, this game is breathtaking. It is beautiful. Okay? I do like Ubisoft, but it has nothing to do with Ubisoft either. It's just the fact that this game is just really sticking in my craw just a little bit as to why they had to put. I understand why they went the RPG route in this game, because they said that Shadows is going to be the last RPG game in the Assassin's Creed RPG series. I really want to believe that. I do. But at the same time, I'm just like, you know what? I just don't know. It's all the more reason why I'm skeptical for future projects from Ubisoft. So again, in turn here, I'm not afraid of voicing what I feel about this. I'm not, and I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be afraid about what I'm trying to talk about here. And so I'm really hoping that I really said my piece. I really hope that a lot of people might not respect what my opinions or perspectives are, and that's fine. That's on you. It's not on me. And so, it is what it is. And so all I can say is this, ladies and gentlemen: if you want to play this game, it's a good game to play. But in my personal opinion, what I will also say in closing here, I should have waited. But I didn't. And that's on me. That is my fault. But at the same time, I'm glad I got it, because it's just like, I want to be able to win myself over of loving this game eventually. Maybe. We'll see. But like I said, this is Jake from Citizen JV. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. You guys have a good rest of your weekend. Have a great upcoming week. And I will be putting out some other videos on Atomfall as well. I'm loving that game, as it's absolutely fucking fantastic. So, but like I said again, ladies and gentlemen, you guys have been so awesome. Keep it real. Be there and be square. And like I said, you guys have a great rest of your day.